Hello guys, this is Rita from REMIH Skincare and Spa. Today we'll be doing another DIY recipe. It's been a long time and I'm so glad to have you all back. If this is your first time here, please do subscribe and be ready to get our formulas and recipes for free. Sorry for being away for quite a while. I've been a little bit occupied, so what we are going to be doing today is DIY a hair hydrating spray for African hair. For those of you who have very stubborn hair, or if your hair is natural and you're already thinking of relaxing it, sister, please, you don't need to do that. Okay, focus on what we are going to do here and you will have no reason to relax your hair at all. So today we have a couple of ingredients to work with, and I've tried as much as possible to simplify the ingredients so you can be able to have them around you. I know a lot of you have great love for skincare, yet you are not professional formulators, so we bring this to your disposal, a DIY that is going to help you to be able to achieve whatever results you have at home. Okay, so we have our beaker here, we have our scale. You need this, you need a calculator. Okay, I'm just going to give you the recipe already calculated. Okay, you need this. So if you want to do a bigger batch, all you need to do is just multiply it by 2 and bam, there you go. So we have our beaker, we're going to put on the scale, and never forgetting to regulate the scale so that your measurements can be perfect. And the first ingredient we have is distilled water. You can use any hydrosol of your choice, okay, to replace this distilled water. You can use a decoction, you can use any hydrosol that is going to help you. So we have distilled water. This is a total batch size of, I'm going to leave the recipe below when I'm done with this video. Okay, so we are going to do a hair hydrating spray of 100 grams. We are going to do a 100 grams hair hydrating spray, and the water we'll be using is going to be 80% water, which is going to give us 40 grams of distilled water. I already measured out my ingredients in bits so that we don't have to stress much. Please just follow. So I'm trying to get 40 grams of distilled water. Okay, then we have 40 grams of distilled water here. And the next ingredient we have is vegetable glycerin. So I regulate my scale and I measure vegetable glycerin. Where could that be? Okay, vegetable glycerin. I'm going to measure this at 5%, excuse me, which will, sorry, water is supposed to be 80 grams, not 40 grams, please, 80 grams. Sorry about that. So I'll add another 40 grams of water. Yeah, that's it. 40 grams of water. Glycerin, 5 grams. Regulate my scale. 5 grams of glycerin, vegetable glycerin, please. I know there are so many types of glycerin out there. I don't know. Some people call some whitening glycerin, others call lightening glycerin, carrot glycerin. I don't know where they derive that from, but the only glycerin I know of is vegetable glycerin. So okay, 5% vegetable glycerin. Our next ingredient is aloe vera extract. I'm using aloe vera juice from Making Cosmetics, and at 5 grams. I'm going to be using my aloe vera juice at 5 grams as well. So I'm I'm just going to use this to measure this because pouring it out is a little bit difficult sometimes. 5 grams. Okay. We have our 5 grams aloe vera extract. The next ingredient is going to be jojoba oil. Please take note, if you oils naturally in science, oils and water do not mix, which means if you have to blend this, it means you need to use an emulsifier to be able to do this with. So if you are doing this for professional use, you can use polysorbate 80 for you to be able to use oils and essential oils in this formula. But if you know it's for your personal use, it's okay, you can just use the oils, and each time you have to use, you just shake. Okay, so here I have jojoba oil. I'm going to measure at jojoba oil at 2%. Oil at 2%. There we go. Jojoba oil at 2%. And we have, I'm using tea tree oil. You can use any essential oil of your choice. You can use mint essential oil. You can use any essential oil, eucalyptus essential oil, any hair growth oil for essential oil for hair growth purpose. Okay, so this is tea tree. I'm going to be using 1% of tea tree oil, which will give me 1 gram. Okay, I've got 1 gram of essential oil. Then if you have citric acid, this formula I've used before, so for the sake of the pH, I want to drop the pH to 4. That's the reason why I'm using citric acid. Okay, sorry, this is in Netherlands though. This is citric acid, so I'm going to use 0.1% of citric acid, which will be 0.1 gram. Yeah, I have my 0.1 gram. Oh, sorry about that. And not forgetting to preserve. Okay, not forgetting to preserve. I'm using Lucidal Complete SF Complete. It's going to preserve from fungal, of all types of fungi, bacteria, molds, everything. Okay, so I'm using 2% of this. Make sure any preservative you are using, you're sure you have the inky name and description so that you don't do the wrong thing. So this will be at 2%. I'm going to still leave this recipe below, so you should not bother about stressing yourself. If you have pH strips in the house, it's good to measure your pH. If you don't, that is still okay. Remember, I said the pH of this formula is at 4. This is going to hydrate your hair and detangle it. If you have even a young baby, a little child in the house, you want to be extremely careful that you are not pulling their hair unnecessarily. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a stir, and after stirring well, I'm just going to fill it up in my bottle. And each time I have to use, as I told you, since there is no solubilizer in it, you always just make sure you shake and you use. So I'll be filling it up in a spray bottle. Okay, this is 200 milliliter bottle, so this is 100 milliliters or 100 grams. So I don't expect it to be full in the bottle. And here we have our hair hydrating spray. Congratulations. Now, as I said, each time you have to use, you can shake like this and you use. This is a new bottle. You just spray like this. Very hydrating. Very hydrating. It's going to make your hair very soft and easy to comb and stop it from breaking. Okay, so if you love this video, please do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that each time I post something here, you're going to be seeing it. So we are back fully, and we are going to be posting a lot of different videos with different formulas for you to do at home, for you to try at home. If you have a passion in skincare, this is the right place. Okay, so you're gonna be, if you plan on building a brand in the future, you first of all start with DIYs. Rome was not built in a day, so you can always have a place to start, and you keep on advancing and advancing and advancing as the day go by. Make sure you are doing the right thing. Wear your gloves so that you don't have to pick bacteria under your nails and damage or contaminate your product with. So bye for now, and see you in our next video.